Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Second Lieutenant Katrina Wetzel, your narrator for today's ceremony. On behalf of Colonel Kaylani Bailey, Commandant, Officer Training School, we welcome you to the graduation ceremony for Officer Training School, Class 2302. I would like to begin with a brief review of this morning's ceremony. In just a few moments, the graduating class will march in, followed by the arrival of the official party. To maintain proper decorum and respect, we ask that you abide by the following protocol while you are here. There are times that you'll be asked to stand. During those times, we ask that you remain silent, reflecting on the price that has been paid for our freedom. In addition, please reserve the strictest respect during the oath of office. During these oaths, officers pledge their lives to support and defend the Constitution and our country. I will be providing cues throughout the event to guide you. Today's ceremony is a celebration of the achievements of these graduating officers. It is also a ceremony that both teaches and appreciates our Air and Space Force military heritage. Drill is an essential part of military history, a prominence that rests on the fact that its fundamental purpose was to prepare troops for battle. For the most part, drill procedures practiced in the past were identical to the tactical maneuvers employed on the battlefield. It was this aspect of drill which made it such an important part of training. Even today, drill remains a necessary and useful training activity for instilling discipline and esprit de corps. 200 years ago, General Washington enlisted the assistance of Baron von Steuben, a distinguished Prussian officer, to help instill discipline in his fledgling army. Baron von Steuben arrived at Valley Forge in February of 1778, facing an army of several thousand undisciplined, half-starved men in rags. To correct these conditions, he set to work immediately and wrote regulations designed to teach the discipline of drill to a model company of 120 selected men. Discipline became part of the military for these individuals as they learned to respond to command without hesitation. As they mastered the art of drill and began to work as a team, this group developed a collective sense of pride in themselves and in their unit. Watching this model company perform, observers were amazed to see how quickly and efficiently the troops could be mapped and maneuvered into different battle formations. Later, members of this model company were assigned throughout the regular army to teach drill. It was through this simple emphasis on drill that the effectiveness and efficiency of Washington's Continental Army was improved. In 1789, Baron von Steuben wrote the American Army's first field manual, the regulations for the order and discipline of the troops of the United States. The drill procedures placed into effect at Valley Forge were not changed for over 85 years, and many of these same procedures are still in use today. One form of drill is the salute. Since early times, men of arms have used some form of salute as an exchange of greetings, the most popular of which has been the hand salute. This exchange has been preserved and its use continued in all modern militaries, which inherit their traditions from the age of chivalry. Throughout today's ceremony, you will see the officers presenting arms as one form of the military salute. The civilian counterpart of the salute is manifested in various ways, such as placing the right hand over the heart when the national anthem is played, or raising the hand when greeting a friend. The military salute is given in the same manner as a gesture of recognition and a friendly greeting to a comrade in the honorable profession of arms. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the official party. The reviewing official for today's parade is the Commander, 82nd Training Wing and Installation Commander, Shepherd Air Force Base, Texas, Brigadier General Lyle Drew. The Commandant, Officer Training School, Colonel Kailani Bailey. The Commander, Delta 13, Colonel Nikki Lindhorst. The Commander, 217th Training Squadron, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Lloyd. Thank you. Please be seated. The Commander of Airmen is Second Lieutenant Quincy Brayton. We are also honored to have with us today the following distinguished guests. Please hold your applause until all names are read. The Commander of the 20th Air Force, Major General Michael Lutton. The former Vice Commander, Headquarters, Air Force Reserve Command, Major General Martin Mazik, United States Air Force, retired, and his wife, former Reserve Advisor to the Command Nurse-in-Chief, Medical Training and Education Division, Colonel Mary Mazik, United States Air Force, retired. Professor at LeTourneau University, Major General Craig Olson, United States Air Force, retired, and his wife, Mrs. Dana Olson. The Commander of the Barnes Center for Enlisted Education, Colonel Anthony Babcock, and the Command Chief, Chief Master Sergeant Joshua Lackey. The Command Chief, Air University, Chief Master Sergeant Stefan Blazer. The Command Chief, Gene M. Holmes Center for Office of Sessions and Citizen Development, Chief Master Sergeant Gilda Alexander. The Vice Commandant, Officer Training School, Colonel Derek Ivanenko, and his wife, Lieutenant Colonel Tanya Ivanenko. The leadership team from the Royal Air Force College, Officer Training Academy, Royal Air Force Cranwell, led by Wing Commander Louise Clark. The spouse of Officer Training School Commandant, Mrs. Shanna Bailey. Representing Officer Training School's distinguished teammate, the Home Center's finance team. Most importantly, we'd like to extend a warm welcome to the families, friends, and loved ones here with us today. We also welcome all of their commanders, commandants, senior leaders, chiefs, staff, and guests who have joined us on this special occasion. We hope you enjoy the ceremony. Brigadier General Lyle Drew will review today's parade.
Right to your right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated.
Attention to order! Detail for today! Officer Constantine! Second Lieutenant OTS! By order of Colonel Bailey! Officers! Sit.
Training Squadron, United States Air Force, Maxwell, Air Force Base, Alabama. Subject, Honor Flight and Honor Squadron winner, Class 2302. The Honor Flight Streamer is awarded to Juliet Flight for excellence as a flight in academic studies conditioning. Signed, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Lloyd, United States Air Force, Commander. The Honor Squadron Streamer is awarded to the Wolfpack Squadron for excellence as a squadron in academic studies, military training, and physical conditioning. Signed, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Lloyd, United States Air Force, Commander. During the playing of ruffles and flourishes, it is customary for military members in uniform to stand at attention, face, and salute the general officer being honored. It is not necessary for persons standing immediately beside the general officer to face in his or her direction. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of ruffles and flourishes.
Sir, I present the command.
March the command in review.
Staff, order. Change post.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Go! Order! The officers graduating today and passing in review have completed a demanding program that provides air and space force units around the world with officers ready to meet the challenge of leadership. The citizens of our nation are extremely proud of these men and women who have answered their country's call to duty by joining the Department of the Air Force. As a reminder, during the pass and review, as the colors pass your air Review are charged with establishing the bearing and discipline required within a military force. The military training instructors are Technical Sergeant Adrian Jenkins, Technical Sergeant Mitchell Smith, Technical Sergeant Joshua Rodriguez, Technical Sergeant Joseph Sharon, Master Sergeant Mark Shanai, Master Sergeant Candace Davis. They are led by Technical Sergeant Alexandria Zavala. Leading today's parade is the Commander of Airmen, Second Lieutenant Quincy Brigham, hometown, Queens, New York. The A Group Commander is Second Lieutenant Marcus Jackson, hometown, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The Warhawk Squadron is led by First Lieutenant Peter Waters, hometown, Fairfax, Virginia. The Mustang Squadron is led by First Lieutenant Monica Howard, hometown, Wilmington, Ohio. Now passing in review, the color guard. The U.S. flag is carried by Second Lieutenant Robert Harris, hometown, Youngstown, Ohio. The B Group Commander is Second Lieutenant Jonathan Peterson, hometown, Bayville, Connecticut. The Wolfpack Squadron is led by Second Lieutenant Matthew Baker, hometown, Littleton, Colorado. The Raider Squadron is led by Second Lieutenant Jasmine Harris, hometown, West Palm Beach, Florida.
The U.S. Air and Space Force is the world's preeminent force in air, space, and cyberspace. We maintain that distinction by securing our objective of global vigilance, reach, power, and remaining true to our vision statement. The world's greatest air and space forces, powered by airmen and guardians, fueled by innovation. Through shared values, key capabilities, and upholding our creed, we continue to achieve our mission and aim high in all we do. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remain standing while Officer Training School, Class 2302, recites the Airman's Creed, followed by the Oath of Office, administered to the Space Force by the Commander, Space Force Delta 13, Colonel Lindworth, and the Oath of Office to the Air Force by Brigadier General Drew. I am an American Airman.
I am a warrior. I am answering my nation's call. I am an American Airman. My mission is to fly, fight, and win. I am faithful to a proud heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of valor. I am an American Airman, guardian of freedom and justice, my nation's sword and shield, its century and avenger. I defend my country with my life. I am an American Airman, wingman, leader, warrior. I will never leave anyone behind. I will never falter, and I will not fail.
Colonel Lindworth will administer the Federal Oath of Office to the Space Force graduates.
Guardian, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, David Michelle,
Having been appointed, A, state your rank in the United States Space Force,
having been appointed as Secretary of the United States Space Force,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely,
and I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
and I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
of the office upon which I am about to enter.
of the office upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Brigadier General Drew will administer the Federal Oath of Office to the Air Force.
Air Force graduates, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name. Having been appointed, A, state your rank in the United States Air Force.
Having been appointed Second Lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
of the office upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Class 2302, you have now entered the world's most respected and powerful Air and Space Force. Your service puts you in an elite group of Americans who stood tall and accepted the oath to serve their country. That is something that you will be able to hold on to for the rest of your life. Officers, dismissed.